Hi everyone. The topic I am going to speak on today is which as interrogative pronoun. Let us dig deep into the use of which as an interrogative pronoun. The first thing we need to know about which is that it asks question about a specific noun when there is a choice. A specific noun when there is a choice. What does that mean? Yes, there are certain situations when our question is general and the answer, whatever the answer is there, we give. But in some situations, we give a choice. For example, I have got these two pens, red and black. So one belongs to me and one belongs to someone else. So if I want to ask question that I have got two pens and I ask the question from the other person, which is yours? Means I first gave the choice that these two pens and which one is yours. So that is what I mean, the question about a specific noun. And the choice is given. The choice is these two pens, and then the question is which one of the two is yours. So that is the explanation of my first point. I have written that the word which asks the question about a specific noun when there is a choice. The second thing that need to be noted, that which is not only interrogative pronoun but it is also interrogative adjective. So it is used as interrogative adjective and also used as interrogative pronoun. When it is interrogative adjective, we have noun after it. We will be learning when we discuss the formation. And when it is pronoun, we have verb after it. Second thing is, it is common gender. Pens, non-living things, persons, living things or living beings. So whether and male or female, neutral gender, common gender. So your question could be about all types of genders. So there is no specific difference in the genders, that for feminine gender we have different form of which, and for masculine gender we have a different form of which. That's incorrect. For all the genders we ask question with the help of which. It's singular and plural same. Means its singular form or plural form is same. That means if your question is about one single person or thing, you will ask with the help of which. If your question is about more than one things or persons, you can also ask which. So its plural and singular form is same. And then used with all types of nouns. As I earlier mentioned, that it is not specific to living beings or non-living things, like whom and who are only used with the persons, but the word which is used all types of persons, nouns and persons, whether they are living, non-living, abstract. In all the conditions you can ask the question with the help of which. Then the last point, that's very important because it will help us to understand the formation of the word which when it is used in a sentence. Your question can be or may be about a subject or object. What does that mean? That means sometimes the specific person we are asking the question about is subject, and sometimes the specific person or thing we are asking about is object in the sentence. We will be learning in examples later on that point. Then when we talk about the formations, I always recommend that do not learn grammar simply cramming certain rules, but learn also how those rules are applied in day-to-day language, in everyday expressions. You must also learn that thing. So, what are the different formations of which? First is, the question is about subject, the question is about object, and it is also used as a pronoun. When the question is about subject, so it is considered as interrogative, adjective. When the question is about object, means after which we have object, and that is mostly noun, it is adjective. But when we have a verb after word which, so the word which is considered as pronoun. How this happens? Let us discuss the different formations. My first formation is when you are asking the question about subject. And when we are asking a question about subject, so the word which is considered as interrogative adjective. In different places in tests, you are asked, you are given a sentence, then you are asked that identify whether the word which is adjective or pronoun. The tip to understand that point is that if you have verb after which, the word which is considered pronoun, and if you have noun, it is considered adjective. So the formation is we use verb which, then noun, and the noun which is used here is subject. After that, you use helping verb of the tense in which you are using which, or the sentence is used. Then main verb according to the tense, and finally object on which the work is done. So this is the formation, and how the sentences are made keeping in view this formation. Let's have a look at some of the sentences I have made for you. Which beggar, and beggar is noun. Which beggar, and beggar is noun, and it does the work of scaring. Someone who does the work is subject. So which beggar scares is a verb, and then you is object. Did you notice that I missed one thing? That is, I didn't use helping verb here. Yes, there are some formations where we are not going to use any helping verb, and that I have already mentioned in the note, that in present and past simple tenses, these two tenses, present simple and past simple, in these two tenses you will not use the helping verb, and the helping verbs of present simple are do, does, and the helping verbs of past are did, only one. So these helping verbs will not be used according to this formation. So this sentence is present simple, and I'm not using here. I should have used here helping verb, but I'm not using here because as a rule of the grammar, I'm not going to use here. Then let us understand that someone complains that beggar scares them, and you ask, now 2 or 3 beggars are standing, and you say which one. Actually the sense is which one of the beggars, but you know that in spoken expressions we always try to be precise. So in the precise form we say which beggar instead of which of the beggars standing there or here, whatever. We simply say which beggar scares you, means the choice is given. The beggars are there and you are asking from the person which one of them. Second sentence is which country has the longest coast. Again the word which, and then country is a noun, but it is also subject. Here the country is not doing any work. So the part of the sentence which does some work or some information is given about them, that is called subject. So here we are asking the information about the country, that which country. You have given the list of the countries and you are asking from someone, of all these countries, which one has the longest border? So which particular country has the longest border? Then third question is, which question, again question is noun, confused these students? Here again, list of the question, you are having a look at the question paper, and then someone reported you the students were confused in the question, and you say which question confused the students. Note here again, this is past simple, past second form of the verb, past simple tense. I should have used here did according to the formation, but I am not using here did because this is past simple. Already we talked about it. Present simple, past simple, no helping verb. But you can see I have used here has, because this is not past simple, this is present perfect tense. So I have used which, noun as a subject, helping verb. Then this is complement. This is complement. Then we have another formation of which, that is with object. Your question may be about the object, as I earlier told you. Then the formation is little different. So what we do, we use first which, then noun. This time the noun is object, and then helping verb of the tense. The sentence is of, then subject, and finally main verb. Note here please also that, please note that helping verbs of all tenses will be used. Here you have no exception to the formation. Here we had exception. Here you have no exception to the rule. Let us understand this formation through sentences. Which question, again question, but here question is subject and here question is object. Which questions did students attempt? Again, questions, students is a subject, they attempted. What did they attempt? Questions. So this is object. This is noun, but at the same time it is also object. So here the question is about object, and note here that I am using here did. As I earlier told you that helping verbs of all the tenses will be used. So which questions did students attempt? Number 2, which country, noun, was attacked last year? Which country was attacked last year? Here noun, but object, because the country was attacked. That's why I have preferred to use this formation. The last sentence of this formation is which subject. Here subject is object, but as a word it is noun. Will you, and you in this sentence is subject of opt for this term. So I use here which, then object, noun, then I use helping verb, and then I use subject, and then I use main verb, and then extra information. So which subject will you opt for this term? Finally, though it is we are learning interrogative pronouns and students mix up these things, I wanted to give you the detailed information, that's why. But as a pronoun it is very rarely used. Mostly it is used as an adjective, and we don't usually teach it as a separate topic. Interrogative adjective, we make it the part of the pronoun. There we explain. So as a pronoun, as I earlier told you, that when it is used as a pronoun, instead of using here noun, we use verb. So in these two sentences, last sentences, like is, and then you have will. So after which and will, which we have will, and here after which we have is. So which is your cap. caps are there, someone claims for the caps, and you are asking them, yes, there are caps, but which is yours? You can take it. So which here stands for the particular cap someone has come for. Second example is I have two pens, or I have got two pens. Which will you prefer? I have got two pens. Which will you prefer? Black or red? So I gave you the choice and then I asked the question with the help of which. I hope you learned what I tried to explain. If still you have any complication, confusion, you may ask me in the comment section, and keep watching if you really think that you are improving. Until my next lecture, bye bye.